All right, go get it. Yeah, listen, hey, it's funny how every now and then you take time to look at where you've been and where you're at and where you're going, not even knowing where you're gonna end up. We either try to plan ahead or just go with the flow, but not knowing for sure how these things are gonna go. So we try not to think about these things too much and embrace every moment as it comes and goes. And yeah, sometimes I sit back and wonder like, ain't that something? See, I grew up like, wow, what a wonderful world. Only just to find out that it wasn't all that. It's got me sitting back thinking, what am I gonna do next? Either go back to sleep or close my eyes to the truth. If the reality I see ain't what I want it to be. If I feel like the life I'm living is not free, or stay woke like the wokesters who think they know better, or maybe just want better than the life I live. Take control instead of feel like they're being controlled by whoever's in control, depending on your perspective. Cause some of us came into the world full of trauma. No daddy, no mama, full of drama. No daddy, no mama, no drama. No supporter, no guidance, or a non-nurturing environment that might make things harder, yeah, from start to finish. Unless you want things to get better and be better, for better or worse to be richer or poorer. Once again, it depends on your perspective of wealth, of your perspective of self and health and well-being. As a human being, seeing what you're seeing and thinking what you're thinking and feeling how you're feeling while you're dealing with all the things you're dealing with. While you're dealing with all the things you're dealing with. Yeah, trying to figure it out and what your life is supposed to be about. Yeah, now here we are. Now you're woke. Now you have your own understanding of your own truth and what your life is supposed to be about. Now you get to make your own decisions based on your own opinion, from your own experience, knowledge, and wisdom. Not what you've been fed or made to be misled from the perspective of others. So now the choice becomes yours, or does it? Are we really free from all the pain we see? Just like the young kid said, filling up all the stuff with his head on social media, right? You already know. Listen, can we make a difference? Can we even make a difference if we wanted to? Can you make a change over these laws that we live by, inevitably restricting you and me from the growth and freedom that you may or may not desire or inspire to search for or want and or need? That's what they say, right? Or do we have to take it to some form of consideration? Accepting what we cannot change and learning to let things go in order for us to grow and continue to go with the flow for sure. And take precautions to be careful by moving cautiously, moving peacefully, moving in harmony, and moving powerfully and passionately. And as you persevere, this will eventually lead you and me to the promised land, where you will understand that every woman and every man in this entire plan can do it if we put our minds to it and go to it, you and me. If we can do it together, we put our minds and go to it, you and me for sure. It's real simple. We just need to be kind to ourselves and be kind to each other, right? If we can be kind to ourselves and be kind to each other, then everything's gonna be all right. And while I wrote this, while I was sitting up there on the hill, I just realized that, you know what? If we can be kind to ourselves and we can be kind to each other, then everything's gonna be all right. Like, everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. Yeah. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. Yeah. Everything's gonna be all right. I want you to sing with me. Come together. Let's sing. Everything's gonna be all right. Clap. Everything's gonna be all right. In your hearts and in your head. Come on. Be all right. Let's go. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. Yeah. Everything's gonna be all right. It's that simple, right? If we be kind to ourselves and be kind to each other, man. Namna hii ndio ikiwa tena mai kapa.
Give it up for Manawa.